Alright, welcome back. So in this video I've got US oil, so crude, and I'm going to start the video with the equal highs already drawn in. Okay, so we've got equal highs here, we've got equal highs here, based on this wiki here and this slight run above it. Okay, now we did have a breaking market structure, okay, but as my 4-question trade plan states, it has to have a run on equal highs first, then a breaker structure. Okay, so I'd be interested in these highs here, and now you've got these highs here. So have they run equal highs? No, it hasn't. Has it had a breaker structure? Yes, it has. Okay, so at this point now, before I go into playing this chart, I want to draw your attention to these two highs. Okay, and this is for the same setup that we've been talking about for the last few videos. Now, if you haven't already seen the basic training video, I'm going to link that below in the description. Okay, so go to that video to better understand what I'm talking about in these videos. Okay, otherwise it's going to get a little bit confusing as we go along, because I'm going to be drawing less and less on the chart. Once I get to video 10, I'm then not even going to be highlighting it as it plays out. Okay, I'm just going to be talking through it so you guys can see it play out in real time without any marking up on the chart itself. Okay, so anyway, let's go on with this one. Okay, so I'm just going to crush this up a little bit so we can see more of the chart. Now, like I said, I'm going to try and make these videos as short as possible, okay, so it doesn't waste too much of your time and too much of my time creating them. You can just get in, get out, get the information, get to the point. Okay, so look at this now. Okay, so not only have we had these highs here, we've also got all the structure here. See these highs building up here? Okay, and then have we had to run through them? Yes, we have. Okay, what was the point of structure that caused that? It was here. Okay, so the last down move before the up move. Okay, so go through the trade plan then. Have we got equal highs? Yes. Have they been ran? Yes. Has there been a breaker structure? Yes, there has. Okay. Now, you'll see in all my other videos the areas of interest that I like. If I can get a breaker structure and there's a little bit of structure before the break, I like to see price come back up and retest that level for my entry, right? So in this case, I'd be looking for an entry. So like based around there, okay, with the stop loss just above it. So that would be there, and then I'd be looking for a stop loss above. Okay, so that would be my entry. Okay, so that's the entry right there. That would be short. And then you can see it eventually rolls over. Okay, so if you want to learn more about this actual setup, or the more detail about this, how I came up with this setup, like I said in earlier videos, it came from a guy called ICT, or the Inner Circle Trader, or the idea of this trade did. He talks about the ICT breaker, which would be all these at this point and then the last low before the run up, but then he doesn't mention publicly, I don't think he mentions the bit of structure that creates before the actual drop. Okay, so it took me a bit of time to get this through, you know, to understand. I had to go through a lot of back testing, you know, trial and error, getting a lot of entries wrong, you know, before I could finally get this consistently. All right, so as you can see, the chart is just continuing to fall. Okay, you know, it's a good setup. I mean, you've run stops, you've got a reversal pattern. Okay, right there. Okay, breaker structure. So you've got equal highs, run through them, rejection, break a structure, come back up, entry, short. Okay, so that's it in a nutshell again. Okay, so I know these videos are going to get really repetitive. Right? If you've been following the series so far, you know, you're just going to see the same thing over and over and over and over again. And I do understand they're going to get a bit boring. Like, I'm 6 or 7 videos in now. I'm getting quite bored of making them. But I think it's really important to understand the pattern itself, right, and the concept. So you need to have equal highs or equal lows. You've got to have a run through them. You have to have a break of structure and a rejection before you're looking for the trade. So that's for this specific setup, right? So I think I'll do it for this video. Like I said, I'll leave all the links below so you can get links to the basic training video. So it explains the detail about the setup that we're looking for, the overall concept, right? And like I said, I'll leave links to the ICT channel, so the Inner Circle Trader. You can find all his content there, go into a bit more detail. There might be a different setup on there that you prefer to take, but this is the one that I really liked and really stuck with me, right? So that's that. There's also going to be a link to my book, okay, Not My Pips. You can buy that off Gumroad, and there's also a link to my website and my social media platforms as well. Okay, so that is it for this video. I will see you in the next one.